Hello traders, hello friends, Coach J here again, and of course for today's video we will do the weekly flat planning and forecast since weekend ngayon. It's Sunday here in the Philippines. Okay, para pagdating next week ay abangan na lang natin kung pupunta siya sa area of alignment natin. Okay? So let me remind you again that this is not a trade recommendation. This is just for educational purposes only. So always trade at your own risk. Okay. So for today, of course, we will do the multi-time frame analysis and also the sentiment analysis so that we know what are the big guys are doing, yung mga big boys, yung mga big institutions. Okay, so let's start with Euro USD. As you can see, nasa monthly ako. Ang price, ang market structure niya ay sideways. Okay, so nakikita natin na ang price ay inside this strong resistance and strong support. So ngayon nga, no, on the way na siya, papunta ulit dito sa support na to, and may possibility rin na hanggang dito sa may week na to or dito sa may liquidity area ay possible din niyang i-retest. So therefore, meron pang room to go down. So here in the monthly, we are bearish, okay, for Euro USD. And dropping down to the weekly time frame, we can observe that the market is really downtrend, no? Yan, so merong series of lower lows and lower highs, okay? And then after this very impulsive move, so possible na nagkakaroon ulit siya ng retracement, okay? So in order for us to measure the correction, we can use the Fibonacci ratio, okay? So let's plot from this high to the low. Ayan. Okay, so possible na i-reach niya itong level na to dito sa may 50% level ng Fib. Okay, although may reaction din siya dito sa 38.2%, so pwede rin natin siyang gawing area of alignment. Okay? Yan. So, iyang area na yan ay previous support yan. Okay, support yan. Possible na i-test niya ngayon as resistance. Alright? Dropping down to the daily time frame. Yan. So, here in the daily time frame, okay, so talagang dito siya sa area ng kung nagsusupply and demand kayo, so magandang supply level itong 38.2% kasi it happens here. Saan yung aking pang brush? So meron tayong pattern dito, drop. Ito yung base, drop. Okay? So possible talaga na magkaroon ng continuation to the downside. Okay? So, nire-reject na siya dyan. Yan. Okay, so, daily is also bearish. Okay? And, naririto siya sa supply area na to. Okay? Yan. So, before we go down to the lower time frame, let's check the COT report. Okay, so dito sa COT report, I just got it from Trading Stir. You can also check yung website nila. Okay, na-plot ko na siya. As you can see, no, from 66,311 positive yan, ang net position nila, up to naging negative 9,989 up to the recent report nila, which is April 23. So clearly, yung mga big institutions ay talagang bearish sila, no? Bearish sila kay Euro USD. So therefore, align naman yung ating technical analysis with the COT report, okay? So high chance talaga na bumaba ang Euro USD. Especially nasa supply level na ang Euro USD. Okay, so we can check the lower time frame, pwedeng H1 or 15 minutes kung saan kayo nag-execute ng entry. to check for the possible entry opportunities or trade opportunities. Okay. So dito lang sa sa lower time frame, hindi pa lang align yung higher time frame at saka dito sa lower time frame kasi dito sa lower time frame, wait, anuhin ko lang yung channel. Here na lang pala. Okay, so meron ding consolidation dito sa Euro USD. Okay, so if napanood nyo yung ating analysis sa US dollar index kanina, syempre naman kung nagko-consolidate din ang US dollar index, talagang dahil negative, dahil sila, no, halos magkabaligtad sila, yan din. Nagkakaroon din sila lang ito ng consolidation or ranging. Okay, so dito dahil may creation pa siya ng series of higher highs and higher lows, pero dito lang sa area na to, okay. So hintayin natin siyang ma-break itong support niya, and then pag niretouch niya, saka tayo, we can look also for the sell opportunities. Pero if ang nangyari naman, especially may marami talagang high impact news sa US, next week will be a very volatile na naman dahil nandyan yung FOMC, nandyan yung NFP, kaya talagang we should be reactive and we should not assume, okay? So, yun. Okay, so if ang nangyari naman ay magkaroon ng breakout, meaning magkaroon ng tumaas pa siya, and then kasi meron pa tayong, baka kung ire-retest niya ulit ang, okay, wait lang, i-ano natin ulit yung ating nakitang level para alam natin kung saan yung magiging target TP natin. Oops, sorry. Ayan. So, ito yung ating supply level or ito yung ating resistance. Okay. And then, meron din tayo rito. Yan, may level din tayo dyan. Okay. So, therefore, ulitin natin. Oopsie. Let's go to H1. Ayan. So, if ang mangyari naman, okay, so i-observe natin ang magiging galaw niya dito sa channel na to, no? So, if magkakaroon ng breakdown, so we can hit a sell bottom, no? And then, ang target natin ay kahit ito munang support na to, okay? Ayan. Alright. And then, ilang pips din yan? Let's check. Ay, nasa 80 pips din. Okay, so okay na okay siya talaga pang day trade to swing trade. And then if mangyari naman ay umakyat siya, magkaroon ng breakout, tapos pumunta siya dito sa, kasi magandang level din to, ito rin yung previous support that can turn into resistance. Okay, and then pag dyan siya magkaroon ng reaction, tapos saka siya bumaba, okay na okay din yan. So, dalawang level ang aabangan natin dito kay Euro USD for a possible short opportunity. So, again, ayokong mag-buy dito dahil ang bias ko sa monthly time frame as well as sa COT report ay bearish. So, maghihintay lang ako dito ng mga bearish opportunities. Alright, and then let's go naman kay GBP USD. Okay, check ulit natin. Start ulit tayo sa monthly. And then, syempre, focus lang tayo dito sa recent na structure niya. Okay, so here in the monthly time frame, everything seems also be bearish, no? Okay, so may possibility talaga na i-retest niya ulit itong support area na to. Okay, so ito ay pullback lang. So, therefore, possible na may continuation pa siya to the downside. Alright? Okay. Dahil ang GBP USD ay Okay. So, nandyan lang din siya sa ranging area na yan. Okay. Yan. So, pwedeng dyan ang ibaba niya or pwede rin niyang i-retest hanggang dito. Okay. So, yan yung mga levels niya. Looking at the weekly time frame. Yan. So, here in the weekly time frame, okay, so nag-bounce na rin siya dito sa level ng 38% ng Fibonacci ratio. This is also previous support that can turn into resistance. And also, meron din tayong level dito sa 50%. Okay? Ayan. So, clearly, so weekly ay nagke-create siya talaga siya ng series of lower lows and lower highs. So, both Euro, USD, and GBP, USD are bearish. Okay, so before we move down to the daily, let's also check the COT report. Yan, so na-plot ko na yan kanina dito sa Excel ko. Okay, so again, no, dito rin sa, yung big institutions ay very bearish din, no? Kasi from 70,000 noong March 12 na report nila, ngayon ay negative 26,233 ang net positions nila. Okay, so ang laki nung add nilang short na magkasunod, no? So, nung April 16, nag-add sila ng short na 11,433. Tapos, ngayon na naman nag-add sila ng shorts na 11,511. Kaya naman ang net position nila ay negative na, which is very significant. So, bearish tayo kay GBP. Okay? Yan. So, dito tayo sa weekly. Nakapag-plot na tayo ng level natin. Yan. So, dito naman sa daily. Okay? Yan, no? Ang ganda talaga ang ganda nung trend, no? Sa talagang very textbook. Yan. Lower lows, nagki-create talaga siya ng series of lower lows and lower highs, which is, of course, ito yung structure ng downtrending market, okay? Ayan, so very, very, talaga tayo, no? Very maganda yung aabangan natin by next week. Yan. So, pwede na tayong maghanap ng sell opportunities dahil naririto na sa first level. Okay, pero if you can notice dito sa daily, nagkaroon ng inside bar. Okay? Pag ganyan kasi ang candlestick, may possibility na yung mga next candles niya ay parang parang neutral na candlestick lang yan. So ibig sabihin magre-range lang ang price dito sa candlestick na yan. So careful pa rin tayo, no? May chance pa rin na umakyat pa siya, pumunta dito siya sa 50% ng fib natin dahil magandang level din yan. Or may possibility din na magkaroon na siya ng breakdown. Okay? So, very tayo dito sa candlestick na form ng last Friday, no? Yan, very medyo may pagka-indecisive talaga siya. Yung inside bar na yan. Okay, so let's check the H1 time frame. Okay, so dito sa H1 time frame, okay, so meron siyang creation of series of higher highs and higher lows, kaya lang pagdating dito, no, nire-reject na siya. Okay, so ito na ba yung sign na hinihintay natin na talaga bababa na siya? Okay, so very exciting ang ating Monday. So yung Monday na opening, careful tayo dyan. So syempre, depende sa volume during Mondays. Okay. So, yun lang, bearish tayo, kaya ako, magsesell lang ako dito. Puro selling opportunities lang ang aabangan ko kay GBP USD. Yun lang. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.